Looking for the best shortwave radio today? In this video, I'll show you my top 3 picks. Whether you want something cheap and easy to carry, a high-end model with lots of features, or just a good all-around radio, I've got something for you. You can find the latest prices and where to buy them in the description below. First up is the best budget radio, the Texsun PL330. It's small, affordable, and great for beginners. The Texsun PL330 is a budget-friendly shortwave radio that packs a lot of features into a small, tough little device. If you're looking for a compact, affordable, and easy-to-carry radio, the PL330 is a great choice. One of the first things you'll notice is how small it is. It easily fits in your pocket, making it perfect for travel, hiking, or just everyday use. Think of it as a mini version of the popular Texsun PL990X. It offers similar performance, just in a smaller size. Even though it's small, the PL330 picks up signals really well on AM, FM, shortwave, and SSB bands. The built-in antenna works fine, but if you want to hear weaker shortwave stations better, plugging in an external antenna really helps. A cool feature is ETM Plus, which scans and saves AM and shortwave stations for you automatically. It's a fast and easy way to find new stations. You also get a few bandwidth settings, which help make weak signals clearer, especially in noisy environments. There are 5 options for SSB, but only 3 for AM, so AM listeners might want a bit more. Now, not everything is perfect. The tuning knob is small and hard to use. It's set deep into the radio, so turning it quickly with your fingers is tricky. It sometimes skips or doesn't respond well, so you might end up using the scan button or keypad instead. Sound quality is surprisingly good for such a small speaker, and FM stereo sounds great with headphones. However, like many digital radios, it makes a clicking or muting sound between stations when you tune manually, which can be annoying. If you're near strong radio towers, the PL330 might have trouble handling those powerful signals since it doesn't have a gain control or signal reducer. But in most normal situations, this won't be a big problem. It runs on a single BL5C rechargeable battery. It's fine for regular use, but for longer trips, you'll want to carry an extra. Also, if you charge it using the USB cable, you'll hear some noise, so you can't charge and listen at the same time. Compared to similar radios like the XH-Data D808 or Digitech AR780, the PL330 does really well. It's smaller, and the ETM Plus feature is very user-friendly. The D808 has a better tuning knob and feels a little nicer to use, but it also costs more. To sum up, the PL330 is great in many ways. It's very sensitive on all bands, easy to carry, has helpful tuning features, good sound, and solid SSB performance. Its downsides include the tricky tuning knob, occasional signal overload, tuning noise, and limited AM bandwidth options. Next is the best premium radio, the Sangean ATS909X2. If you want the best sound, features, and build quality, this one is worth a look. The Sangean ATS909X2 is a stylish, powerful shortwave radio that really stands out. It looks great, sounds amazing, and has a big, clear display. It's a bit pricey, but the solid build and impressive features help justify the cost, though some might still find it a little expensive. One of the first things you'll notice is how good-looking this radio is. It has a modern, clean design that feels high-end. The speaker, screen, and buttons are laid out nicely, and the buttons are easy to press with a nice clicky feel. Everything is easy to reach and use, which makes the radio simple to operate. Sound quality is excellent, loud, clear, and balanced on all bands. It's easily one of the best in this price range when it comes to audio. The display is another big plus. It's large, bright, and shows a lot of information without looking messy. Most other radios in this class don't come close to this screen. It supports many bands, including LW, MW, SW, FM, and airband, and the performance on shortwave is very strong. The included real antenna helps with signal strength. SSB, single-side band, works much better than it did on older models, though there's still a small drop in volume when using it. Not a deal breaker, but worth knowing. You can save up to 1,674 stations in memory, split across 3 banks. There's also manual tuning if you want to enter a specific frequency. Instead of the usual tuning knob, it has a horizontal dial with a center button that works well and feels a bit like the old iPod wheel. Some people might still prefer a classic knob, but this design works fine. When compared to its main competitor, the Tecsun PL990X, the Sangen wins on design, sound, and screen quality. The Tecsun does a better job with tuning and SSB, and it uses a rechargeable battery, while the Sangen runs on 4 AA batteries or a direct power supply. Overall, the ATS909X2 is a well-made, feature-rich radio that's great for anyone serious about shortwave listening. It would be even better if it was a bit cheaper, but it still offers a lot. What we like: attractive, sleek design, works on FM, SDU, MW, LW, and airband, lots of memory and tuning options, excellent sound quality, big, bright, easy-to-read screen. What could be better? Expensive, volume drops a bit in SSB mode, volume knob feels too smooth for some people. And finally, the best choice for most people, the Tecsun PL880. It offers a great mix of quality, ease of use, and price. The Tecsun PL880 is our top pick for the best shortwave radio. It looks a lot like the older PL660 and PL600 models, but comes with some upgrades that radio fans will appreciate. It has a special filtering system and is very good at picking up signals clearly on AM, FM, longwave, and shortwave bands. The buttons work well and the controls are easy to use. On the left side of the radio, you'll find several ports. One for an external antenna, a headphone jack, a line-out jack, a switch to control antenna gain, signal strength, and a 5-volt DC charging port. On the right side, there's the main tuning knob, volume control, a fine tuning knob, a tone control switch, and a backlight button. The radio also comes with a 24-hour clock, a sleep timer you can set between 0 and 120 minutes, and a snooze button. The sound quality is great. High sounds are clear, bass is present, and voices come through clearly. FM stereo works with headphones, though it doesn't have deep bass like bigger radios, but this doesn't affect how good it sounds overall. It runs on a single 18650 rechargeable battery, which you can charge inside the radio. With normal use, even with the backlight on, the included 2000 mAh battery lasts about 15 days. If it runs out, you can either recharge it or replace it with a cheap spare. Tuning is easy thanks to separate knobs for main tuning and fine tuning. This setup is better than the auto-tuning system used in the PL660. The PL880 also has a lot of hidden advanced features like USB, LSB, single sideband detection, noise reduction, mute settings, line-out volume control, antenna source selection, and firmware info. Some other radios may do a better job of cutting out interference, and the PL880's sync detector isn't perfect. But overall, this is a great everyday radio with enough features to beat many others in its class. It's not perfect, but it's close enough for serious shortwave listeners, and still gives you something to play with if you like tracking signals. That's all for today. Check the description for prices and links. And if you want to see more radio reviews, watch the next video popping up on your screen. Have a great day.